Here with first team manager Chris Search after the draw here at home to Slough. First of all, Search, is that seen as 1 point gained or 2 points lost?
I think before the game, I wanted the 3 points, absolutely. I thought it was a game that we could win. I expected the boys to give us a reaction after Saturday's performance. But I think after reflection, after the 90 we've just played, I think a draw is absolutely a fair result, you know. I think they were the better side. First half, we huffed and puffed again, had no quality. Showed a little bit more heart, a little bit more desire, and defended quite well. Attacking wise, I felt we was a little bit short, but come in, change it a little bit second half. I felt we come out a little bit better, a little bit more dynamic. But you know, it's taken us to go 1-0 down for us to get a reaction, which is quite frustrating. But no, a point's fair.
Yeah, of course. You mentioned the performance on Saturday. Did you see much of an improvement?
I'm not sure I saw much of an improvement, in all honesty. I think, you know, I've got to respect Dorking and what they're about. You know, a very, very good footballing side, you know, totally different to Slough. No disrespect to Slough, but as I said before, and I've said it after the game, Dorking are, for me, the most effective and efficient team in the league. So I can't compare, as I say, no disrespect to Slough, I can't compare anyone else probably in the league to Dorking. So, you know, I'm not sure we were necessarily much better or much worse. I just think we played a team that's a bit more appropriate and relative to our level, if you like, in our league. So yeah, I think on that front, I don't think there was huge amounts of difference. I think obviously the scoreline suggests differently, but no, I just think it was a good, you know, well balanced, even game.
Of course, very tight game to begin with. Going 1-0 down, it must have been frustrating the way we did it.
Yeah, it's a crap goal to concede, mate. There's no beating around the bush. You know, it's a cross from their right hand side, like an in swinger, and you know, it's hard. I don't want to until I watch it back. But for me, you know, someone's got to deal with it. You know, a cross going in from the byline, from the far side into the goal. There's no acceptance of that. You know, it's an awful goal to concede. One of my centre halves needs to hit it, Miles needs to save it, whoever it is, deal with it, and you know, and it's fine. But you know, all of a sudden we haven't dealt with it, and it's gone in the goal. So it's disgusting from us to concede such a poor goal. Yeah, it's something that, as I say, I'll reflect on when I watch the video back tomorrow.
Of course, it must have been good though after the disappointing goal to concede, and then to come back straight away with Mans' goal.
Yeah, it's good, mate. Again, like, it's frustrating. You know, we're going 1-0 down to almost to give us the freedom to go and play, which is really frustrating. You know, I don't set up the boys to go out there and play within themselves. I want us to play aggressive front foot football. I want us, especially at home, I want us to try and play and get on the ball. So we only seem to come into that after the 65th minute goal from them, you know, to play with that real freedom. You know, we changed it. We changed the formation, got Lamar on, who I thought was excellent when he came on. You know, really took on the ball and was a good ball carrier for us. And I think after that, you know, after they score, we come into our own. And you know, yeah, they had their chances, but we had 2 or 3 fired across. You know, Tammy missed one on the far post. Louis had a tap in, but Cool, who was outstanding today for them. Like, you know, he was phenomenal. He got a toe on it. So yeah, I think it's just frustrating for me that it's taken us to go 1-0 down for us to get a reaction.
Of course, we'll talk about the end of the game. There was a bizarre moment when their keeper went up the corner just 3 minutes to go, and then afterwards the ref controversially blowing the whistle. Yeah, I think the first one for the corner, I think fair play to them. You know, Barks and John, they sent the keeper up. It was Barker calling the instruction. I think they still had the ambition to try and make the playoffs, and that's brilliant for them. You know, they went for the win and sent the keeper up. You know, we tried to keep a couple up against that, and you know, obviously the corner fizzled out and come to nothing. And then, you know, I think the next phase we've sort of we're 2-on-1. You know, from a long ball, and Temmie's brought the ball down in their half, and we've got runners off him, and the ref's blown up for full time. And I've just spoke to the ref there, like, you know, it's the first, I've not commented on once on the referee as much as I'd like to this year, because in all honesty, they've not been up to sort of certain levels that I'd expect. And, you know, it's very frustrating to be speaking about, you know, 3 games of the season left. As I say, I've bit my tongue many a time this season, but I've just spoke to him there, like, for me, there's no rhyme or reason as to why he would blow up when we're in that sort of position. You know, I just said he should let the attack fizzle out. I mean, if it goes to second phase, absolutely blow up. But you know, one pass and we're in on goal. It's madness. But he's tried to justify his reasoning, which I've obviously got to try and respect. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and as I say, I think overall a point is definitely a fair result.
Of course, we'll move on from today's result. Of course, Oxford next on Saturday, followed by 2 games against Chelmsford and Welling. Is it a case of maybe finish the season as best we can and build for next season?
Absolutely, mate. That's what it's been for, you know, since we played Ebbsfleet. You know, obviously I think Ebbsfleet was a game that I felt if we had got a result with, we could have maybe sort of had a push to the playoffs. As it was, you know, obviously fizzled out a little bit against Dorking on Saturday.
Yeah.
But absolutely, you know, we're looking to plan for next season. I want to see the boys who want to be about the group next season. The boys are capable of being in and around it next year, and the boys have got the heart and the arse to be around it next year. You know, I think, as I said, I think maybe said on Saturday, like it's easy to be judged when things are going well. You know, when the chips are down and when you've got to look inside yourself to come up with some answers, as we have during the Dorking game at half time and after and coming in today. You know, what boys and what players have got that character that's required. You know, we said about at the beginning of the season about a certain Concord DNA, and it's imperative we keep that going throughout our tenure at this club, and making sure that players that are here buy into what we want. You know, and if they don't, you know, as I said before, we just shake hands and wish them all the best. You know, it's not personal, but you know, we're absolutely focused on improving this group and pushing this team and club as far as we can. So yeah, it's definitely a case of finishing strong and making sure that we're in a good position to start next season on the front foot.
Okay, cheers, Seth.